Okay, here we go. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of our next series of the night, our third series of the day, we have our Mexican Protoss player himself, the best Protoss player in all of Latino America. Master may have something to say about that. It is Pacomike. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Berlingrad LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player himself representing Team Super. It is TheZergLord. Let's go. A tale as old as time. The TheZergLord and Pacomike, they have faced many times in the past, and they go back and forth. Which way will it go this series? It's kind of hard to call. They're both amazing players. They're both dream hack quality players as well. But the TheZergLord historically has had a bit of a harder time against Protoss. On a map like Berlingrad though, I feel like this favors the TheZergLord a little bit more. I'm really curious if Pacomike has adopted the new PvZ meta. So historically, Pacomike is all about the late game. He's all about the sky toss primarily. We've seen him go Glaive Adepts from time to time, but recently we've seen a rise in popularity of Blink Stalker, specifically Oracle Blink Stalker from Hero. And a lot of players have been adopting that. Master was adopting that last week, if you remember, in the finals of Sentimiento Latino. Has Pacomike been watching GSL? Has he been catching up with the Korean StarCraft, with the meta? I wonder. Some of these other smaller regions, sometimes they're slower to adapt or sometimes unwilling to adapt to new styles. So does Pacomike have the APM, the attention span to try and make Blink Stalkers work? If Darkness was here, I would believe in Darkness. But Pacomike, I don't know. We'll see. Right now, he's just being as annoying as possible. Yo, he wants that drone. Is he gonna get it? Oh. Not like this, the TheZergLord. Not like this. Oh god. Oh my god. He escapes with the probe. He escapes. The TheZergLord, no, don't let him get away with that. The probe got one drone kill. No, that should never have happened. Oh my god. The TheZergLord is merciful. He lets Pacomike leave with the probe. He could have hunted it down if he wanted to. Maybe, again, the adept would have made things a little bit more complicated. Oh god. But not the best start for the TheZergLord. Not massive, but like that's got to be a little bit tilting. Like losing your first drone to a probe doesn't feel good. Oh boy. But hopefully you can shake that off as we get into this game. It is a Stargate opener. We have an Oracle first from Pacomike. I'm hoping that this isn't the only Oracle we see. There we go. Looks like, for the most part, we are headed towards that triple Oracle opening from Pacomike. With triple Oracle, you can harass across the map. You can also defend your third base as well, as your third Oracle is typically rallied towards your third base location, so a Ling run by shouldn't force a cancel. Boy, here we go. The first Oracle already takes a lot of damage. We do have the Adepts coming in. Can they get any drones? It looks like they'll get one, maybe two. Ugh, two in total, but was this really worth it? The Stasis Trap in the main base does get a Queen, no workers. Nice reaction time there by the TheZergLord. Keeps everything safe and sound. And yeah, Pacomike has to be careful not to throw too much away here. As he is rallied on in to try and maybe throw down a Stasis Trap. Oh, he was thinking about it. In the end, he does get forced back. There is that third Oracle, and behind this, the Pacomike is going for a Twilight Council and a Forge. And because he's taking all of his gases, this should be for Blink and +1. This should be that hero style. I haven't seen Pacomike play with it though. I'll be honest. I'm curious to see how he does. Oh, because right now I'm not being impressed. It's a 1 HP Oracle. So The thing with going for this Blink Stalker style is that you need to keep these oracles alive. They actually have value. They're actually important when it comes to defending your stalkers against lings. So I'm worried that he's being a little bit too careless with them and they've already taken a lot of damage. Oh boy. Meanwhile, Pacomike is just setting on up here, throwing down the rest of his production. Gateways are on the way. And we'll see what the ZergLord's response to this is going to be. Looking at his vision, he actually hasn't seen too much yet. He does have an Overlord in the main though, surprisingly enough. So he should be able to confirm, okay, yeah, it's ground toss. So something that we saw in the NA qualifiers that we were very impressed by was Scarlet. Scarlet actually went for +1, a very quick Evo chamber for +1 melee, and went straight into +2 as well. And that worked wonders against Blink Stalkers. But the ZergLord is going for a Spire? Oh my god, he took all of his gases. This madman is going straight into mutas. Can this work? I mean, Blink Stalkers aren't the best anti-air against mutas, ideally when Archons and even more so Phoenixes. So maybe this will work. This has gone unscattered. We do have the, this is gonna get scattered though. The loot comes in. And Pacomike has seen the Spire. Oh boy. Phoenix production has started. We have a War Prism on the way as well. Pacomike, he wants to be aggressive. He wants to try and hit a timing before the mutas come out. And I think he can. The ZergLord being so cheeky, trying to go into a fast Spire like this. Like, I don't know, man. See in the chat for sure is the ZergLord shows mercy. Full of love and grapes. Aye. Stasis trap goes off. A nice stasis trap here. Getting a lot of drones. Again, more Phoenixes on the way. They have been revealed. The ZergLord shouldn't be going into mutas now. Shouldn't. Is investing into +1 air attack though, so I'm a little bit concerned. Because of this army, it is forcing the ZergLord to pump out lings and roaches, so he doesn't have a massive gas bank to go into mutas the way he would like to. But at least he stays alive. The army has been scattered, and the Pacomike backs off. Okay. So honestly, this is kind of a weird game. Like, we see both of our players taking up in certain directions, but they can't really hit their full stride. The ZergLord is now switching into mutas, and I think he sold the story that he's not going to make them to Pacomike. So Pacomike could be caught off guard here. He only has 2 Phoenixes, and there are a lot of mutas on the way. I will see if they can pay for themselves. Meanwhile, Pacomike is also a little bit out of position. The main army of the ZergLord hitting that third base. Does get a cannon. Does pull away the entire army of the ZergLord towards the third base location. And now the ZergLord, he is going into the main. Bit of a 1-2 punch. We do have 2 Phoenixes, but they get died immediately. Oh, and both Phoenixes are gonna go down. It looks like at least one of them. Okay, the other barely survives. I'm so surprised that Phoenix was able to tank so many muta shots. And so far, the mutas haven't really paid for themselves. And the ZergLord is not stopping. Boy. Paco? Oh no, he's supply blocked! I was like, why don't we see any more Phoenixes? Pacomike is supply blocked. We do see the mutas dive on in. Shield battery overcharge is going to keep that cannon alive a little bit longer, but only for a little bit. More Phoenixes going down. The Stalkers are being pulled all the way back. At the same time, the ZergLord is hitting that third, but the main army is setting strong. Oh. Okay, Pacomike not overreacting to the mutas. I do think it's pretty easy to do that, so very well done so far. The ZergLord is not stopping, by the way. He's still making more mutas. Hey, we need a second Stargate. We need a second Stargate, Papi. We need more Phoenixes, more than just one at a time. We have Colossus. Oh god, I don't know if Pacomike is reading the situation too well here. The Ling Ravager hits that third base. By the way, we do see Pacomike a little bit more preoccupied with the mutas. He does pick up a lot of mutas, but he may lose a base. The Ling Ravager is breaking on through. A couple of probes are falling here in the middle line. We do have the Immortal trying to dive in. There's not much of a buffer remaining. Ooh. A rough fight here, and again, Pacomike, he just can't respond with his stalkers because of the mutas. Like he could have crushed this army, but he's trying to keep up. Speaking of which, the mutas get into the main base once again. So far, the control from Pacomike and his phases have been pretty good, to be honest. He hasn't lost too many of them. A lot of mutas have gone down. Quickly looking, 19 mutas. 19 mutas have gone down this game. That is actually almost as much as how many are alive. Ay. The TheZergLord just trying to make Ling Muta work. Oh my god. The stasis trap is insane. The mutas dive in towards the third base, and they're going to be able to pick off these stalkers one after the other, but the rest of the stalkers are about to rock up here, and the TheZergLord, you got to get the hell out. Again, trying to trade as best he can, but the Phoenixes rock up as well. Ooh. I'm just not convinced. Maybe I should be. Maybe I need to believe. I need to believe in the power of the muta. You know, +2 is on the way. I'm sure that'll help out as well. We have 13 mutas in total, which is insane. But like, surprisingly enough, despite how many mutas we have, Pacomike's like economy hasn't been impacted that much. Like a couple of probes get picked off here and there, but it's been pretty manageable. Meanwhile, it looks like Pacomike has had enough, and finally workers are falling. Finally, the fourth base has been broken. This muta cloud is becoming unstoppable, and even though the TheZergLord just lost the base, he's coming back home, and we need to see a recall from Pacomike. Like, he can't fight this. There's no way. God, there are just so many mutas. Ugh. Stalkers are trading as best they can. I love the hallucination, by the way. This does end up tricking the TheZergLord a little bit to make it seem as if there are more stalkers than there really are. Phoenixes are rocking up as well. Yo, can Pacomike do this? Is it gonna be? It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. We have 33 mutas, mate. 33 mutas against 27 stalkers and 9 Phoenixes. And the TheZergLord, he just gives up the base. He sees all those stalkers. He wants none of it. And we're just going for a base trade. Oh my god. Meanwhile, the Phoenixes do get recalled all the way back home. Is this the right move? The Phoenixes, no, they're getting picked off one after the other. Oh my god, there's only 3 left. The control was honestly lacking a little bit there by the TheZergLord. The Spire does fall, so no more mutas are going to be coming out, but we may have just hit critical mass. It may just be enough. Oh my god, we have to be careful here. We have to be careful. We can't lose too many Phoenixes. The Archon goes down before it can morph in. And the TheZergLord is like if Pacomike doesn't turn around, the TheZergLord will just destroy every building. It will just happen. So here we go, Pacomike. He's turning around. He wants to try and support these Phoenixes. Oh god, he's on the way. No, the Phoenixes survive, but he just has to survive a little bit longer. The Stalkers are coming. The Stalkers are coming, but it's a little bit too late. The Phoenixes, they fall. Again, there's only 3 left. Meanwhile, a handful of units were left back at home. We're seeing 2 base versus 1. Soon to be none. Pacomike, he doesn't have any workers. He lost his next eye. He literally can't make anything else. Oh boy. Meanwhile, across the map, the Immortals and the Colossi are going to be able to take down some of the last remaining buildings here. Mutas are going to eventually clean this up. Oh god. What is this game? This is honestly kind of hard to call. Pacomike has to be coming onto throne, mate. Mate, just regroup with your army, puppy. Regroup. We saw Blink on forward, which exposes his stalkers. A couple more of them are going to get taken out as well. Oh, another mutant does get picked off. I mean, honestly, I feel like Pacomike should probably just try and kill all the buildings, but he's turning around instead. I don't know if I like this. To be fair, there is zero mining going on right now. Pacomike is looking for more bases. He doesn't know that that's the last hatchery. He doesn't know. Ah. And in the end, I'm just gonna be stuck here on the units tab. Yo, one Archon was morphed in. Yo, this is actually huge. Like, if this Archon joins up with the army, I don't think the TheZergLord can win a straight up engagement. I don't think he can. Meanwhile, the Stalkers are on the way. They want to try and catch these mutas. It's kind of difficult though, and it looks like they won't be able to. Oh, never mind. Oh, 2 more mutas go down. The TheZergLord, please. Don't lead him to your buildings, puppy. Don't do it. Don't do it. The Spire and the Hatchery are going to go down. Again, there's one more hatchery here. There is one drone, by the way, so we have a little bit of mining. A couple of gas guys is being thrown around as well. Just go for the base raid. Let's go. Let's go, Pacomike. Let's go. Going to the structures tab. We have a Spore. I love the Spore. It's waddling away into the main base. This may just keep the TheZergLord alive. He's again committed to the base raid. We do have one Archon, but it's going to go down. Gas guys are falling. The Link Stalkers, has he seen? He hasn't seen. He doesn't see the hatchery. Now he does. He's going for it. And this has to be it. As soon as this hatchery goes down, the rest of the bases are going to be revealed. We have a Gas Geyser and a Spore. Reveal him, puppy. Reveal him. The Stalkers are going in the wrong direction. Yo, the mutas are going to town here. That one Spore is the MVP. Where's the reveal? There we go. The TheZergLord has not rebuilt their base and is being revealed. The Spore has been shown, but Pacomike doesn't care. He's coming back home to defend. Pacomike may just lose this. These are his last remaining buildings. Oh my god. If only he didn't turn around. The one Spore. Oh my god, he found it! He found it. The TheZergLord is forced all the way back home. Alright, now Pacomike knows. He knows where the army is. Oh, he pushes on to creep. The TheZergLord can see him. He has to engage. He has to. Oh no, he's going for the base. This is not going to work out, but there are just too many buildings. No, the Spore, save him. Oh my god. The Stalkers come in and the Spore is no more. Wait, what? There's a Gas Geyser! There's a Gas Geyser! It's on the way! The Gas Geyser is thrown down! Oh my god. I was like, why is he not dead? The Gas Geyser is buying him a little bit more time. We're down to 4 buildings left. The Stargate, the Gas Geyser, the Robotic Spade, and the Pylon. It's too much though. GG. Oh my god. What are we watching? What are we watching right now? Ay. Am I awake? Am I sleeping? Am I still... Did I never wake up? What happened? Why are we here? GG, well played. I love that he waited until the last moment to throw down that gas geyser. It was really smart from the ZergLord, to be honest. Because your units aren't revealed, so the fact that he was able to keep that drone hidden for long enough to throw down that gas geyser, very well done, very well done. Very close. Very close in the end. I can't handle this, puppy. It's too early for this. It's too early. Ah. Meanwhile, we have a couple of updates. Ryu does 2-0 Eon, and Ryu is now waiting there in the upper bracket finals, waiting for the winner of this series. When it comes to eliminated players, it looks like Valhalla didn't show up, and White Idra was knocked out by Alexander. My heart goes out to Puppy White Idra. My heart goes out to him. But what the hell happened, man? GG. Well played. And now we're getting into game number 2 of this best of 3 series, and spawning in the top left hand corner of Curious Minds LE, we have the Mexican Protoss player himself representing Team Super. It is Pacomike. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Curious Minds LE, we are going for the 12 pool. We have the Brazilian Zerg player himself representing Team Super, as well as this is a team kill. It is the ZergLord. See the chat catching up so close. What a game. I just... Like, what did we just watch? Well, we're going to get more of that here, as we do have a 12 pool opening by the ZergLord. I'm going to be rushing across the map. This is Curious Minds, so an ideal map for something like a 12 pool, but this is going to be scattered. Pacomike, he goes across the map, confirms there is no natural base, going to go straight to the main, and he will see the timing of the spawning pool. And with that, we'll see how this goes here. Again, Pacomike confirming this. The Lings are going to be flooding across the map. We do see a full wall off. We do see a Zealot coming out as well to fully wall that off. And the ZergLord isn't going to be dealing too much damage here. Maybe he can get the gateway. Maybe it's looking a little bit exposed. But at least he forces a reaction out of Pacomike. As again, this is the macro variant of the 12 pool. Alright, here we go. We do see a little bit of dance between them, but now with the second Zealot, Pacomike should be perfectly fine. There was a period here where maybe he could have gotten surrounded. The ZergLord did invest into 10 Lings. And for the time being, he's just going to poke and prod and expand and drone behind this. Now, soon we're going to enter like a scary moment here. 2 Adepts are on the way, and Pacomike is most likely going to move out with 2 Adepts and 2 Zealots to deal some damage. If the ZergLord doesn't have enough Queens out in time, he may be in trouble as the Zealots are on the way, but he is making a 2nd and 3rd Queen, so he should be okay. Should be okay. Ooh, the Lings actually avoid the Zealots, and they're actually going to go... The wall is on the wall! Oh my god, the Lings are going to run on in. They actually dive on top of the Adepts! And it looks like they're going to catch them in the end. Oh, they're trying to slip away. They're trying. One of them will get surrounded, and 1 Adept will go down. Oh, meanwhile, across the map, the 2 Zealots are about to rock up. But again, with 2 Queens, with kiting, with micro, and even with this swell of Lings, the ZergLord is fine. Now, this does dig into the ZergLord's drone count, which isn't ideal. We can see that he is behind in the workers. But again, he's successfully transitioning, and oh, this is a little bit scary. He did not kill those Zealots. Uh-oh. Yeah, when he wants the high energy Queen, he wants the Queen, he wants the Queen! Oh. Oh, in the end, he does shade into the main base instead. He's going to get a number of links. Yo, this is too much damage. Uh-oh. 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 drones? 6? This is damage we cannot afford at this stage of the game. The ZergLord. Not like this. He is forced all in. We have 14 links on the way and link speed. Link speed is late though because of the 12 pool. The gases are delayed. And he's going for a link flood. But this it's just not gonna work. We have a full wall off, we have 2 pylons, we have an oracle on the way as well. This is just a little bit disastrous. Like, I thought that the ZergLord was responding well overall, but yeah, he just didn't have enough links here on the front line. Going for the all-in. He's going for the bust as well. Bailiness on the way. The Oracle may see this. Meanwhile, okay, he does get forced back. The links are trying to break on through. God, that's a lot of links. But the Oracle rocks up, and without speed, a lot of these links are going to be picked off. GG gets called. There we have it. We don't even have the Bane bust in the end. Pacomike takes the series 2-0. I pressed the wrong button. But yes, Pacomike does take a 2-0. Congratulations. That was just really unfortunate. Like, losing 7 workers to 2 adepts is unacceptable damage. Actually unacceptable. You need to be ready for the counterattack. You need your links at home. And the ZergLord was just trying to be a little bit too fancy, a little bit too cheeky with his links across the map instead. With that, GG, well played. Congratulations to Pacomike. He moves on to the upper bracket finals. A very quirky series in the end, but that's kind of what we love to see. Kind of what we love to see here. And now we are getting ready for our next series. It is not Ryu. It is going to be Pacomike versus... Sorry, it is not Ryung. It is going to be Pacomike versus Ryu.